guys, what's going on? F by my pawn here, and welcome back to Pawncraft the RPG. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we continued building. We managed to make a branch out to the area that we were mining in. Essentially, we're just slowly building up a design that will allow us to go up and down with relative ease. I do have an idea on how we're going to go up and down. Via a water shaft, I'm thinking. So we'll have to utilize that, I'm sure. But ultimately, we've got a plan of sorts. It's just a matter of getting it done and making it look nice. But I digress. Without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens. So, since we last played, we were focusing on building, I do believe. We've got a whole bunch of glass to make it possible to continue on our expedition of sorts. It's just a matter of getting everything sorted, as it were. So all we gotta do is, we've got to organize the inventory system itself, which shouldn't be too hard. I think we needed like an ender... Well, not an ender pearl. We should have an ender pearl already. But we do need a few items in order for us to complete that. But getting this building up and set is also on the agenda. Let's see. I feel like my movements on the camera could be better, so give me a second. Let's see. What was it? It's, controls, mouse settings. Let's just, let's increase that by 50%. That's probably going to be good enough. There we go. That's better. But, yeah. We need to go up to building up a massive tower of glass to encompass this entire area. We do have sponges, so we do have the advantage of working out materials there. Yeah, so let's quickly throw in some of that there. We've got this glass here, so we've got plenty of glass to work with. That's good. Anything here? Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff. But we don't really need to worry about that right now. We're just gonna toss all this deep slate away. For now. There we go. That should do it for now. We don't really need to sort through our inventory just yet. But we are getting close to getting everything we require. We just need to make Palm's storage. Specifically, we need an inventory connector. In order for that, we're going to need nether quartz. Nether quartz is something we can easily find in nether, so we will need a set of obsidian just to get that. But other than that, I guess that's just a goal that we need to do. We aren't going to be using any nuclear furnace components. That just seems weird. We can use a cutting board, and we can get a block of quartz somewhere to get another quartz. That's also an option if we would prefer that. Bastion Treasure has quartz, but the World Gen here is nether, so if we want nether quartz, we are going to have to go to nether. Do we have obsidian, though? That is the question. I don't think we do. That is the only caveat there. So we are going to have to get obsidian first before we can actually go get anything else. But that shouldn't be impossible to do. In fact, I'm probably going to ditch these here, because we don't need them that much. There we go. That'll clear up some inventory space. But yeah, we are going to need to get some obsidian. So in order for that, we are going to need to grab a bucket. Thankfully, we got a bucket right here. Perfect. All we gotta do is just find obsidian, really. And there's a number of places that we can look for such things. But the easiest would be caves, obviously, but that's probably not going to be as viable as we make it out to be. So, let's see. Ah, perfect. We've got a lava pool here, so we can actually go to Nether over there. So, we just need to get back over to the surface, and we should be able to easily get our butts out and about without too much hassle. Okay. Good thing I can just easily just come up here and get to where we need to go without too much hassle. I am concerned about, obviously, dealing with kobolds and all that, but there's probably enough of a gap that I don't need to worry about them that much anyways. Although I will have to be careful because kobolds are always going to be an issue, but that's to be expected. Okay, let's see. We need to get ourselves the bottle. Here we go, cloud and bottle. We will put that on. Oh god, I'm suffering slowness. Okay. Okay, I'm probably going to need more energy. Solely for the totem, I'm thinking. There we go. And with that, we can now... Let's see. Excuse me. If we go south here, we can actually go secure that lava pool. Here it is. Alright, first and foremost, let's set up an area. So we're just gonna break this here. There we go. Oh, forgot resistance, huh? Okay, there we go. I am very thankful that we have mending on, which makes our armor nigh invincible. To an extent, that is. Alright, so now I just need to set this up properly. If I recall correctly, we're going to want it like this, to an extent, I believe. So... Now I just need to make the proper design here, so give me a hot second. It's been a while since I've done this, so... Oh, there's an oven over here. Hold on. Grab that because we can. Alright. Like this? I think it's like... I could be wrong on this, but it's better to be safe than sorry, so... No, it's actually different. Hold on. Huh. Yeah, no, I haven't done this, so I couldn't tell you whether it's right or wrong, so I'm just gonna do this just to be safe. No. It is, wrong, so we do this. The difference is that I gotta actually do it one block out, I believe. And then it's good, I think. So, like this, I guess? Whoops. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I tried my best, but I didn't succeed. That's just how it is. Also, something you'll note is that the lava generates in much like water does. That is intentional. Hold on, let me deal with this, because... Oh, fucker. Get over here. Oh, you... Cease. God, if it isn't one thing, it's another, isn't it? Ah. Hate kobolds. But, yeah. I've made it so the lava gen rules apply in such a way where we can just, have, Well, let me just, press that there. But, yeah, no, lava gen rules allow for, you know, obsidian, well, lava to be generated in such a way that we can actually just do this. Alright. Oh. Could you not? Peace. Okay, yeah, no, I'm just doing horribly here. Yeah, let's just do that. And... Oh, there. That'll have to do. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. Okay. We will, do that. Now all we gotta do is get this to burn. Well, yeah, the easiest way would obviously be to just do planks here. So I guess, we'll get some, spruce slabs here. There we go. And that should start burning. In the meantime, what I can do is I can go get some gravel, assuming there's any nearby. Oh, hi. But, yeah, we need to get some gravel here, and we should be good. It's just a matter of finding some, that's the issue, isn't it? Well, actually, no, we do have gravel on us, don't we? What am I doing? I'm just being, I should have some in my inventory, but before we do go that route, we're just gonna grab what we can here. What's this? Orb of Glimmering Lights. Upgrades rarity and rerolls number of random effects by 85%. That's not bad. Ditch that. Alright. So if we go into our inventory... Here we go. We need iron. There we go. We are current... Oh! Thankfully, we got steel here. Or iron, rather. That is enough for flint and steel. And now we can go to Nether, which is probably going to be a very dangerous endeavor, but it needs to be done in order for us to actually get some benefits. So, we'll just have to brave the wastes. Now, if I recall correctly, we want to go with excavation shape none, so that way we can get a bunch of nether quartz. We only need a few bits, but I suppose with our effort we can get more if we so desire. But before we do go, we should definitely mark our way here. Where is it? Here we go. Alright, great waypoint. Light purple. Let's make it actually dark purple. Here we go. Now we got a rough idea on where we need to go. Okay, let's go 1 by 2. Okay, let's clear out our inventory here. Just make it look nice, that is. Alright. Okay, so if we go down here, we just gotta dig down, and then we can get to the location that we're going for. Is what I would say if it weren't for the fact that, we would fall to our deaths. Not fun. Let's get some netherrack here. And try to find a way through. Oh, hello, ancient debris. Well, I do need ancient debris for upgraded... Well, no, do I need ancient debris? Not really, do I? The most I could probably use it for is like a netherite sword or axe. That's about it. Yeah, I don't really need ancient debris for anything, do I? But hey, it's still worth grabbing just because. And we'll just get the none excavation here for that. There we go. Let me start putting torches here, just so I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. That's way better to get to. Here we are. Alright. And now, all we gotta do is just get a whole bunch of nether quartz. And hey, we've got netherrack up the wazoo, so we can just, we're just gonna ditch most of it, though, considering we don't need that. Worst case, we can always get more, but I do want to focus on nether quartz right now. So that's gonna be my priority here. And yeah. Once we gather all the nether quartz that we need, we should be good to go. And I guess we can grab some glowstone, because that is also going to be an interesting light source that we can use. We've also got basalt up the, with a plethora, so that's good. We've got harvesting for that. We don't necessarily need the gold ore, but it is still there as an option. Let's see, what level are we dealing with? We're dealing with level 25, so we are roughly at the level that we want to be at when it comes to enemies. So we'll be fine. Right. Hello, Bone Imp. Arguably easier targets than I ever usually deal with, but hey. Okay, we can't get that. Right. Nearly. Okay, and we will just... There we are. This will just make it way easier to get up there. Alright, now make sure we've got a vein miner here. There we go. And we've got some glowstone that we can utilize, so that's good. There we go. Oh. What are they angry about? I'm very curious. Oh, they took out somebody. They took out a chupacabra. Huh. Interesting. Alright, that is our trip. We don't necessarily need more, so we will just abstain from getting more. I guess we could actually go through here, grab a bit more nether quartz, never hurts. There we go. Every little bit here counts, because it will add to our level growth, which we do kind of need. Don't desperately need it, but we do kind of need it for our eventual growth to power. Now, if I recall correctly... Yep, there we go. I think what we need most right now is we need to increase our intelligence. We need to increase it up by at least so we have 600 mana. The reason I say that specifically is simply due to the fact that our current mana isn't enough to support the Chaos Totem. So we need to increase our intelligence up until this hits 600 or so, and we should be fine, I think. Beyond that, though, we should be fine. So we're just going to increase our lifesteal here. We are going to invest into Frost Totem for now, because that is cheaper than Chaos Totem currently. But we will definitely be getting Chaos Totem sorted. That is 250. That is 119. That is 97. And that is 118. So to cast all of these would require 100, 200, 300, 550 mana. So at minimum 600 would be ideal. So as expected, we need to get up to 600, roughly. But hey, if we get there, we get there. And we'll be much stronger for it. Alright, we've already gotten the lifesteal. I think what we're going to probably do is we are going to go Blood Mage. We can now use blood instead of mana, and you refill your blood by 50% of your non-spell health. Restoration effects. 50 blood per 10 strength. We lose mana, but that's better than nothing, so I'm probably going to actually invest in that, and we should be fine. So we are going to effectively become a Blood Mage, I do believe. Of course, we have to get there first, so that's going to be a chore, but we should be fine. Once we get to this jewel socket, we'll be able to benefit from the Blood Mage, and we'll get a whole bunch of health for it. And that'll be essentially how we go about using our abilities. We're going to be a Blood Mage. Or Blood Totemist? Something of that nature. That is a gorilla. No need to bug the gorilla population, that's for sure. But yeah. We've got the quartz now. We can now finish what we had started. And all we just gotta do is get back into the water. And that shouldn't be impossible to do. Let's go and get ourselves our lantern, which should be in one of the inventories here. Here it is. Quickly swap out to a lantern so we can see what we're doing. We seriously need to get some movement speed buffs. I think that would really shift things to higher gear. Thankfully, such things aren't impossible to get, but we're gonna have to make some effort to get them. Okay, there we go. Kind of liking the aesthetic that we went for. Although, maybe we replaced these deep slate tiles with deep slate stairs. That's what I'm currently thinking might be an interesting idea. But we don't have to follow that route. Alas, we've gotten the materials we need, so we should be good. Alright. Alright, we do have glowstone, so that's good. Toss that globe of light in there. Fire damage, pretty interesting. But yeah, no, maybe getting rid of that int cost is probably an idea. I don't know. Anyways, let's go make that redstone comparator. And then we're gonna need ender pearls and all that jazz. We'll take the diamonds. Ender pearls. Get the planks, so that way we can actually make this. There we go. And then we just need some deep slates, I do believe. And thankfully, we should have plenty of deep slate. Or at the very least, the cobbled deep slate can be made into deep slate, so... We'll take the chiseled deep slate here, and then we will get the chisel itself, which should be one of these many things. We'll ditch these, so that way we can get the components for it. Just reduce our inventory, as it were. Here we go, chisel. Take the chisel to this, we get some deep slate, there we go. Alright. We are missing the redstone torches. There we go. We now need stone. Or a variant of stone, that is. Stone is probably the best, though. Would tough work? Probably not, right? Yeah, tough wouldn't work. Of all the things I wouldn't have, stone is the one thing keeping us back. Okay, we have cobblestone then. We've got 4 pieces of cobblestone, which is just barely enough, but I'm not happy that I have to do this. Whatever. We'll just let that cook. There's no harm in it, I suppose. It'll get the job done at least, so I can't really complain. The results speak for themselves. Alright. We're also going to need a storage terminal, so we're going to actually need more stone anyways. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to actually go out into the water here. and clamber up to a higher level to get some stone. That shouldn't be impossibly hard. I mean, it's just scaling the bank here, and then mining a whole bunch of stone. Pretty easy, all things considering. We'll make it a 3x3 here. There we go. And I'll do one more for good measure. Alright, and... let's just take some of these, and we should be good. And there we go. Let's just quickly make this. There we go. There we are. Let's get out of here. We got the stone, so now we should be good to go. Because we don't have to worry about fall damage in water, well, we can just continue on without too much issue. I'm definitely going to have to figure out a solution for my slow speed in water, though. Or at the very least, make myself faster to some extent. I'll figure something out, but for now, we just have to deal with it. Alright. There we go. We'll just throw those three together. There we go. And while that's processing, we can make this. Let's grab the chests if we can. There we go. Alright. Inventory controller. Disconnects all touching inventories into one. Use the storage terminal to access all of your items. So we need this to access said items. Thankfully, we can easily make this with the right materials. We just need to get 6 more stone here. There we go. And with that, we can make 2 redstone comparators. There we go. So 2 redstone comparators, and we need glass and a chest. We'll easily just make another chest here. And then we need glass, which we have plenty of. Then all we do is make a storage terminal. There we go. That is the second piece that we needed. Then we need... let's see. Oh, we could probably actually do with a crafting terminal. So we're going to need 16 wood. We got 14. Need just a tiny bit more wood. Seriously? Do we not have the wood? Oh, if we don't, oh no. We might not have the wood for what we're doing here, huh? That's unexpected. Well, that's annoying. Well, if it was going to be one thing, it was going to be this, wasn't it? And you know, now that I think about it, I was going to just jump down the... Oh, here we go. We got logs. Okay, thank goodness. We're fine. We'll just use the birch planks. There we go. I was worried for nothing. Alright, we're going to turn this into a crafting terminal. There we go. Import or export from your inventory network. We don't need to do that right now. Yeah, we'll worry about the inventory hopper later. We're not too worried about that right now. This connects inventories from across long distances. Inventory cable connectors have to be used. Oh, inventory cable connectors. So here we go. We need inventory cable connectors to connect said inventories. So we need a chest and inventory cables anyways. So we need trapdoors, we need chests, and sticks. Alright. Let me quickly just funnel some inventory space here. We're going to look for logs specifically. Yeah, I guess the spruce was just all the logs, wasn't it? Which is fine. We just need to make some inventory cables for it. Okay. We're going to use the birch planks to help us here. Alright, we need trapdoors. We'll use the birch planks to make... No, actually we'll use dark oak planks here to make 2 trapdoors. There we go. And then we need a chest. We'll make a birch chest for this. That makes the inventory cables themselves, which is good. And then we just need one more chest, which we don't have the materials for. We're practically screeching to a blinding halt as a result of this. It's annoying. But not unexpected, to be fair. We just need more wood. That's really all it is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get some wood, I guess. So we're gonna need an axe here. We'll empty what we can here. Within reason, of course. Alright. Yeah, we just need to get some more planks. So what I think we're going to do is we are going to take 2 bones here. We're going to crush them into a bone meal. We should have enough for dark oak trees. Here we go. We got dark oak saplings. Perfect. And we're going to have to go to the surface in order to plant these and use these. That isn't too hard of an ask, I do believe. We just have to clamber our way upwards. And that's like, what? A few minutes of travel? Not that bad. Okay. Oh, that's probably, like, water column that, bugged out because we, Oh no, this is actually just sand that we left behind because we were in a rush last stream. No matter. We don't need to worry about it. Alright. Okay. It is nighttime, but that's perfectly fine. Okay. Oh, hello. Ow. Oh, we got another skeleton. We'll just convert him into bone meal. Oh, hi. Gonna put a light here so that way it makes it easier to grow. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Nice. We'll go even further and just make another. Here we are. Nice. Hey. Oh, hi. Yeah, we don't need those. Alright. Alright, that should be enough. We don't need a whole lot anyways. Well, we got 3 stacks anyways, so it's no big deal. But yeah. That should be enough to last us, to say the least. We got like, what? Yeah, that's 3 stacks worth. That's, well, not even 3 stacks. That's 2 stacks and like one near full stack. Well, 1 stack of wood, I should say. Planks. But this should be more than enough wood to get the task done. So I can't really complain. Okay. Here we are. I think the only issue is that we've only got one Ender Pearl, so that could be detrimental for our purposes, but we should be fine. Okay, we'll take one of the nether quartz here. We just need enough wood to make a barrel. There we go, or rather a chest. And then we can make a connector here. So we've only got one. Place it on a level 1 beacon to make an inventory link accessible from anywhere in the same dimension, or a level 2 beacon to make an inventory link accessible from anywhere across dimensions. This is going to be necessary in the future, but for now, I'm less worried about that issue. I'm more focused on getting our inventory sorted at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this. This is going to be Sophisticated Storage Barrel A, which is going to carry a lot of stuff for the immediate future. So we're going to need to go into Sophisticated Storage, and we're going to need to upgrade the barrel to iron. We're also going to need some redstone torches, and we're going to need iron, gold, and whatever else we need. Okay, we're going to just take the iron ore, though. For now, that is. There we go. Take the gold. Here we are. Gonna make one iron upgrade. We'll temporarily toss the sticks. There we go. Alright, we're gonna need a gold tier upgrade. Oh, basic to gold, I see. Alright, basic to gold, basic to diamond. We can't really get to netherite just yet, but for storage purposes, that is probably going to be something we're going to need eventually. But we've now got a basic to diamond storage upgrade. This is going to help us immensely with our storage capacity. So we're just going to take it in stride. Alright, so storage capacity wise, I do want to set it up here. Yeah, so we want one door leading into here. And then we'll have another sorting out everything. So what we'll do is we will put the inventory connector right here. We will put the crafting terminal right here. That's going to give us access to the crafting terminal, which is linked to the inventory connector here. And all we do is just set up the okay, how do we want to do this? Because what I can do is set up the barrel right here. Because that's going to be one of the barrels, right? We then activate this. That's going to get us the diamond upgrade. And then we can just put this here, I guess. There we go. That is the Dark Oak Diamond Barrel set and ready to go. There we are. As it stands, I don't really need it to go anywhere else besides this area. So what I can do is I can set up barrels going along here, up and around, and then we just need to set up a door of sorts here. That way we can actually go through here and see what's on the other side without too much hassle. And that will allow us to get the barrels accordingly. Like we can... No, we'll have to see what we do here, but we'll have to get a barrel row here. But for now, that's basic storage done. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I'd spell your name, but it's a gibberish, I apologize. But yeah, we've now got storage, and it's not a lot, but it's still something. 108 3 slots, which is better than what we've got currently, so what we're just going to do is we are going to... I think we just toss everything we can in here. For now, that is. This will give us some leeway on our inventory space, so probably for the best that we do it now. Alright. But we are definitely going to need more storage at this rate, though. I do believe so. Yeah, that's basically everything that we could store in there. It's obviously not going to be that organized, but that's to be expected. We are going to need more storage capacity to get everything in there, no matter what we do. Alright, let's just stuff everything else in here for now. There we go. And yeah, storage capacity is going to be necessary. Either that or we upgrade or throw in some upgrades here to increase the stack limit, which will reduce the amount of necessary slots we need. Which is probably the better option for us. We'll need to obtain a stack upgrade tier 1 to tier 2, etc. So we'll first start by establishing a stack tier upgrade. Or specifically an upgrade base. There we go. Easy enough to make. We want to make a tier 1 upgrade. Multiplies stacks by 2. We'll need 2 blocks of iron here. But we don't have the iron currently on us, but we can. If I look around in my inventory enough, I should be able to find iron. Okay, so no iron on us, but there might be some available. We could also use the merchant here as a means to get iron. We just need to trade. I don't think we... Yeah, he doesn't have any iron trades, though, which is unfortunate. But we should have plenty of iron upstairs here. We just gotta grab it, really. We've got iron ore. That's a start. Okay, no to the iron ore, it seems. Yeah, we actually ran out, huh? Interesting. To be fair, we did have to make that, yeah, we did have to make something to get that upgrade, but I digress. Okay, so I guess the stack tier 1 upgrades are gonna have to be the current focus for us. Obviously, I'd like to get to stack tier 2, but I don't think that's possible. We can get to stack tier upgrade 1 here. but not exactly the ideal. Although, to be fair, if I do it the copper way, I can actually get the tier 2 upgrades for cheaper. You know what? That might actually be the way to go. Let's see. We've also got plenty of copper, I believe. Yeah, we got plenty of copper. We can actually just do the upgrades that way. We'll make 4 of the tier... Yeah, we'll make 4 of the tier 1.5s. And then we should be good. So what we'll do is we'll go here. Make 3 of them. It's going to cost us quite a bit of iron, but that's fine. There we go. That's tier 1s. And we just need copper blocks. Okay. And I do believe we should be able to make these. There we go. And I could make 1 more, it seems. There we go. Alright, we'll just put 3 of them in here. Oh, only 2 stack upgrades can be used in the barrel. Oh. Well, there you go. That sets us up then. This gives us a bit more inventory space to work with. It's not perfect, but it will do the job. So yeah, let's just stuff what we can in here. Alright. Alright, we'll take out this stack upgrade. We're going to put it into our... oh, we can't actually put it into the backpack either. That's unfortunate. Oh, right, because the backpack has its own sort of upgrades that you can use. You can't actually use the barrel for them. Okay. But, yeah. If we want to open up more options for us, we're going to need more ender pearls. So, that is a chore. In order to get more ender pearls, the easiest way is obviously through stronghold corridors, which has a 10% chance. We can get it through mob drops, which obviously Enderman is the easiest way. Or we can go via the cleric, which is a villager trade with 5 emeralds for an ender pearl, which isn't bad. Of course, we need to get the cleric to level 4 in order to do that. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to set up a villager trading area here. Just nothing too crazy, just a small little alcove here where we can get the villagers set up for trading. But that will be our next step. Let's see, inventory. Yeah, we should be fine. But yeah, that shouldn't be impossible of a task. We just need to set some things up. So, let's see. First, let's go grab the librarian here. We are going to need another... yeah, we're going to have to pick him up and toss him into the area. He is a librarian. That's worth noting. I would go for the humane method, but I'm being lazy for now, so I am just gonna stick him in like, or yeah, I'm just gonna stick him in like a box. No need to get creative with this guy. So yeah, he's just gonna have a horrible, horrible time. Although, am I gonna be that horrible? I'll at least give him some room to work with. I'll at least leave it like that. He'll have the lucky blessing of being in the corner. Which isn't really a blessing, but a curse, but who's really questioning it? Okay, we'll get a turn. And we'll just put you there. There we go. Alright, you are now a mending villager. You got multi-shot as well, which is nice. But we are going to need a new villager in order to keep going. I'll probably design a better area for him later, but for now, I don't need to do anything too crazy with him. I guess what I could do is I expand this one block out further, but that would make it mismatched, and I don't really like doing that, so we'll make him a better spot eventually, but for now, for the purposes in question, we are basically fine here. What we'll probably do is we'll probably start moving all of our stuff down now at this point. Obviously, I'm going to have to make a design here in order to keep this aesthetic going. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to replace all the cobbled deep slate and deep slate with these deep slate tiles to make it look nice and fancy. But we don't have to follow that. But, yeah. Nether pearls seem to be the sole thing that's impeding our progress, I think. So, yeah, we've got a task ahead of us. We've got to get some more ender pearls, and I do believe the nether actually comes in clutch for that as well, if we can find a warped forest. Now, I do believe that we can make a compass. Is there a compass within these areas? We should be able to make a compass, which is effectively a means of locating certain structures in the world. We're going to be using it to locate a warped biome. Okay, so we need a nature's compass. We got everything except for the compass itself. We need iron in order to complete the task. So we're just going to bake these into something. We're going to take this and the redstone, because you only need the redstone and all that. And the rest we can make on our own, without too much hassle, I believe. Okay. What I'm probably going to do is break those. Break all these. That way we can move them to the lower floor, make it easier for us. We'll have to get these all sorted and brought down as well, but we'll worry about that in due time. I'm not too rushed on that. Okay. We are going to set up the stonecutter. We'll set up the gear crafting station. salvage station, stone cutter, anvil. There we go. That's sorted. Okay, let's get some coal, which is not in there, actually, surprisingly. And let's see. There we are. Alright, that's the coal sorted. We are going to need some saplings, so we'll get some of those. There we go. And aside from that, get the logs. And bada bing, bada boom. We've got ourselves a nature compass. We don't really need the crafting table, so we'll just set that over here for now. Because this, in its own right, is a crafting table, so that's good. That will be useful for the future. For now, though, not as useful as we think it is. We are just going to recycle the greens that we don't need. Yeah, we'll recycle most of these, most likely, so... Don't need more range damage. Leech energy on hit, no. Do we need the gear stat souls? Not really for great swords. Anything in here? No. What about in here? Probably recycle these at least. Because this adventure map probably has more interest for us. 370 more health though, damn. That's insane. They have cold resistance bulked up, it seems. It is a level 27 one though, so that's good. We'll probably recycle these because I do want to use the adventure maps here. Probably gonna be better for us. What else? We'll probably get rid of the staff one. We'll keep the gear stats souls for these, because those are 20 to 40s. There we are. There we go. Nice. And a whole bunch of ancient tomes we'll have to deposit for later in the future, but we'll worry about those later. All that we've got to do now is we've got to find the Warped Forest. Alright. We'll recalibrate once we enter the Nether. But the Warped Forest is definitely going to be on our agenda. Actually, you know what? Before we go, we should probably bring that crafting table. That way we can... Actually, I do believe if we go into here... If we go into our backpack here, there should be a crafting table upgrade, if I'm not mistaken. If we put that on our main backpack, that wouldn't be a bad idea. We do not want the auto smelting or smelting upgrades, but we do want a crafting upgrade. So if we get some leather and the crafting upgrade, which isn't too bad. Yeah, so we need this. So we need 2 iron, an upgrade base, and a gust. Upgrade base requires 4 iron and leather. Alright. Take the leather. We got the iron. We just need string. Alright. Alright, upgrade base. And now we just need a chest. So take the dark oak planks here. Bada bing, bada boom. And with that, we just make the crafting upgrade. And there we go. We can then take this, put it in here, and there we go. We've got ourselves a crafting upgrade, should we ever need to use such things. Now, I'm only doing this solely for the fact that if we ever need to use it, we have it, but it's not required. So, having that crafting ability is going to be nice. At least in a pinch, worst case. To that end, do we want to craft any more armor stuff? Because we do have the potential to do so. In fact, before we go further, let's buy a few skill points here. This will make us a little stronger. I guess the focus is probably going to be Explorer here. I do want the attack speed and speed boost, so that is necessary. Yeah, this is going to give us a boost to attack speed and movement speed, so that's going to help us move a little faster along whatever route we take. I'll put this stack upgrade in as well, I think. I'm tempted to, anyways. Do I want to? I can't put it in anyways. Because it's not calibrated to these store of stack upgrades here. Are they? Yeah, never mind. It's no big deal. Alright. Well, with that out of the way, stuff that was there for now. And we gotta go to the Nether now. Take these. Nice. Alright. Off we go to the Nether once more. Let's go get some other materials. I could, of course, get some chainmail to set ourselves up with a full set of armor, but I can't be buggered for now. We'll focus on our salvaging and all that. We got to get to a suitable level for crafting gear first before we're able to get to the next tier. So that's going to be a chore and a half anyways. Never mind the fact that we can't really harvest crops to eat food, but that's another issue entirely. We can't really use some of the mod, put simply, because we just can't eat. But it's fine. We are Golden Golem, and we have the advantages for that, so I'd argue that we're doing quite well, all things considering. You know, I forgot that there is the bottle. I should probably get that bottle. So, yeah, no, I forgot the cloud in a bottle over in the inventory. So we should probably grab that. As much as I want to abandon it and just continue on our merry way, it is smarter if I actually go out and get that bottle first. There's more advantage to getting it than leaving it alone. So yeah, we're gonna go grab it and we'll be good to go. Alright. But yeah, no, now that I realize that water isn't going to work, I'm going to have to figure out another solution to that. We're just going to take that cloud in a bottle. And I guess we're just going to have to decide on a different thing to stow in here, huh? Okay. Alright. I guess I am going to need to make some more hearts, so I'll do that real quick. No harm in it. There we go. Epic Stone is going to be nice, but we don't need it. I need 3 XP levels to use it. That is unfortunate, but not unexpected. Go on. We're doing quite well for ourselves. We are definitely going to need to get some more upgrades, though. Alright. Let's get going. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some enchanting and get some better stuff, though. It's gonna be a chore, but it needs to be done. Got a whole lot of stuff to do. And of course, mending comes first. Oh, hello. Oh, hi. Okay, yeah, no, let's round around here. See you later. Alright, but yeah, no, we got the cloud in bottle, so we can now safely traverse the nether without too much hassle. Okay. And once we get this on, we are good to go. Oh god. That was close. Go, 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 go. Okay. Now we search for the warped forest. There's actually one surprisingly nearby. Hey, that's pretty good. All we gotta do is just go down our hole and around. And then we're basically there. Okay, that actually makes things so much easy. Or so much easier to actually do. Oh, we're so in. We're so back. Alright, if it's that close then, we should be fine. Okay. Well, that makes things a whole lot easier. I guess I'll grab some other stuff in the meantime here. Here we go. Nice. We'll just gather as much material as possible while we're going. Alright. Okay, off we go here. Thankfully, fall damage is, we're living on the edge when it comes to fall damage, but we should be fine. We seriously need to get ourselves a, something to mitigate fall damage, though. At this rate, we do kind of need it, but it's fine. Okay, all we do is just go back down, or go down here, and we should be good. There we go. There we go, got it. Oh, hello. Got some, unique chests here. What's this? Soul tiles, and we got a chest here. Let's grab everything here. Gold magma bricks. Interesting. Alright, we're now in a warped Nylium forest, though, so that's nice. Also a few chests dotted about here. Alright, let's just deposit all this. Is that a trap chest? I don't know. Yeah, but we need to locate a few individuals, but we should be fine. Grab all these. We do have fire resistance, though, now, so that's good. That does mean that we can check all these smaller pillars now. Not sure what these pillars embody, though, so... fire resistance, 3 minutes. That should be fine. Okay. Alright, pop through here. What's this? I have no idea what this is, and I know it's dangerous, but I'm curious anyways. That is the Butcher? Stalwart Dungeon. Mildly curious and confused. Oh, they push you into igniters. And that is an awful gas altar. Huh. Okay, I got 1 minute left. I should probably clamber my way up. to some surface. Yeah, let's take some time to actually get to a surface here and let's go find those. Yeah, let's go find what we actually came here for, which was the Enderman. We came here for Enderman after all. That's our focus here. Alright. Okay. Still nothing, huh? No Enderman, so far, so we've got to go a little bit around here to go to this part, I think. That's probably the smarter of the choices. Just go around to a more populated zone. Rely on that. In order to do that, we need to go, much higher on the, area here. Oh, hi. Hello, piglin. Alright, they're dealt with. I'll hold a torch so I can see a little bit better, but that's fine. There we are. Okay, so we need to get up there, is the issue here. Okay. And we'll just clear this out. There we go. Done and done. And we're just going to play it safe. I could, of course, do the speed bridging method, but there's no reason to rush. Okay, I have the option to go up now. Alright, we'll use 21 here to get the job done. The heck was that? I saw something fly. I guess it was a particle. That probably was it, wasn't it? We're just gonna carefully bridge our way along. We're running low on blocks, but that's fine. And thankfully we're close enough that we can just, make a bit more. Whoops. Did not mean to do that, but whatever. There we are. We are now up above here, but I don't think that's gonna cut it. I think that is. There's just no Enderman around. Dang. Okay, we gotta be careful here, though. Okay. Wait, what was that? Oh, I put it down totem. No wonder. Okay. I'm gonna keep going until I can actually reach there first, before I consider jumping down. Okay. Let's begin the long, tiresome journey. And yeah, we just get going. This will just help us go back, so that's good. There we go. Now we've got a way to and from this area, which is good. And thankfully, because Endermen aren't that difficult to deal with, we can easily just whack them and get some more Ender Pearls. That's good. Of course, it still means that we're gonna need more Ender Pearls, but hey, we're doing the best that we can given the circumstances, so can't I really complain. Down to 9% durability on our pickaxe, though. Really do need to make an enchantment table so I can actually get a high-end pick. But we'll worry about that as time goes on. And if done right, I think I can actually get up to further antics here. Oh god. That scared me. I keep forgetting that if I hit shift, everything breaks. It's not just me that's gonna suffer for it. Well, mainly me, but everything in the vicinity is basically a dead zone at that point. There is no saving anyone if I trigger that. Cabras are running away. What are you gonna do? Okay. There we go. Anything here? There's crimson mosquitoes. I do believe those actually produce something interesting. Give me a second. Yeah, so crimson mosquitoes have the advantage of proboscises, which give the Hamilton blaster. I think the mosquito larva makes a mysterious worm. Yeah, I don't know what those things do. There's also the blood sprayer. I think there was like a mod pack that I played like a while ago that actually used like a specific requirement in order to complete that. But it was a pain to harvest. Even with looting, no less. But the blood mosquitoes aren't something we actually want to engage with if we can help it. So I'm gonna intentionally avoid it for now, because there's no reason to engage with it. At this moment in time, that is. But anyways... At the very least, we've got plenty of area to explore. But we aren't getting any Endermen. As much as I had hoped we would get, anyways. Doesn't seem like we're getting much in the way. Which kind of sucks, considering we need Enderman to make this happen. I suppose there is a way that we can make this work. We just have to provoke the local populace of piglins. I guess that works. Why not? Alright, let's do it. Let's provoke the local populace of pigmen. It's gonna cause a very dangerous outbreak of attacks coming in, but for the sake of getting things ready and good to go, we need to do this. All right. Predict. Okay. That's unfortunate. There we go. There we go, got him. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting into a position where we can actually fight these guys. Besides, we're getting experience for it, so I can't really complain. It's a mob farm of sorts, if you will. Okay, you got baby piglins. Alright. Okay, not bad at all. Oh, dude has resistances of a lot. Alright. Grab this jewel. There we go. I'm gonna have to get closer if I want to work this guy. Okay, come on. Seriously? There we go. Hey. Return to sender. And that's an achievement in of its own right, so that's good. Okay, before we go any further... Oh, we got a copper backpack. That's cool. We will use the heart crystals here. If we go in here, we can buy some skill points using some experience. And we can invest into getting some more armor, or we can get some boot speed if we get some crafted boots. Assuming we go that route, that is. We could also get attack speed if we so desire, just raw attack speed. But that isn't really what I'm focused on. Repaired equipment, 5% durability restored. Crafted shield, 5 blocking. Crafted equipment, weapons, armor, and shield get 5 durability, attack speed, armor, toughness, and armor. 5% damage if you have a shield in hand, which we do. I think I want to prioritize the armor value, I think, for shields, because that's going to be the biggest thing for us. And if we invest into it, we can get Shield Maker, which gives us an additional 4 armor, so... Yeah, let's start investing into getting more armor for our shield. There we go. So when we get a new shield, we should be getting a lot of boons, I would imagine. Hey, Enderman. There it is. So I did have to take out a few enemies in order to get some more Endermen. I figured that such would be the case. Come on. Here we go. Another Ender Pearl. That's perfect. That's 2. But it's obvious we're going to need more. Okay. I suppose we could reduce the fall damage that we suffer if we go with the right enchantment, I believe. Because there is slow feather falling on boots that you can grab, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know, though. Nothing so far. Which kind of sucks, but, you know, you do, right? Only got 2 ender pearls out of this ordeal, which kind of sucks. We need more. We just need more. Oh, hello, Enderman. We'd have to go down to get you, but there's certainly somebody that we can target, I suppose. Okay, you're over there. There's one apparently over here. Hey, here he is. Just gotta make sure we're not being tossed around too much. There we go. Didn't get any ender pearls from that one, but that's to be expected. It's not exactly common to get ender pearls. Ah, hello. Come here. Ah, that's another. Good. That is 2 ender pearls. That is something. No idea what that is, but that's something interesting, I suppose. I guess we make a connection here. No real harm in doing so. And yeah, we should be good. This will bring us back here. There we go. And it brings us to a interesting area. I do want to go over here, because it does have some interesting stuff. Take that. That is going to give us some well-deserved warped fungus, which will help us quite a bit. There we go. Okay, we'll grab all that. Not sure what those are. Probably not going to explore them that much, though. Okay, we'll take all these. That is a potion of strength. Not bad. I am mildly curious what those are. Why am I not burning? Hold on. Hold on. Why am I not burning? This is lava. I should be cooking right now. Okay, that's weird. The heck was that? Alright, well, I leveled up to 28. Yeah, no, I'm just not burning. Huh. Intriguing. Hello, Goblin Trader. If you want some stuff from the Goblin Trader, you're definitely going to want to see him, because he has some good stuff. I'd pick him up, but unfortunately, you can't do so. But if there was an option to do so, I would have taken it. Because he is pretty useful in that regard. I'll be just taking all of these, though. Just having a whole bunch of netherwort is a very good thing. And even though I can't actually use food, I can certainly use the netherwort to make potions and consume those instead. So having those buffs are probably going to be handy for any foreseeable future. There we go. Alright, let's deposit everything here. There we go. Nice. Alright. Out we go here, and let's go back to the warped fungus zone, where we should be able to find more Endermen, most likely. At least, that is what I'm hoping. What I'm hoping for, that is. Oh. Was he trying to knock me off? Well, dang. Okay. Okay, I don't see anything else that we could probably use. Yeah, so I guess we just go southwest from here. If I can, that is. The area isn't exactly friendly. I could also probably do with these vines, because they do mitigate fall damage. It could be handy. I'll grab a few of them. They can be handy. And worst case, I can use them as a ladder of sorts. That's nice. Okay, we're gonna try and clamber up through here. Alright. Guess we go through here. Oops. Ah, well. And yeah, no, I'm not seeing much in the way of stuff that we can use. I guess it's time we head back. As much as I want to stick around here, there isn't really much that we can do if the warp fungus biome isn't producing as many Endermen. We'll have to find a better way to get Endermen. Obviously, the end is one such way, but in order for that, we need to find a fortress. Well, not fortress. We need to find a... well, obviously... Okay, we need to find a fortress, for one. We then have to find... Obviously... Well, that's level 31, Enderman. Huh. Well, that's fine. Hey, buddy. I need to take you out. There we go. No Ender Pearl, unfortunately. But hey, we're doing alright. Enderman over here. I may as well target him, considering he's around. There we go. Hey, alright. Well, you know what? It's not the best haul, but we did manage to get 4 Ender Pearls, which is more than enough to act as a mediary for storage. We obviously need to get more Ender Pearls as time goes on, but for 6 barrels of inventory, that will cover us for a long, long time. So we don't need to necessarily rush expanding it to extreme degrees. We just need to get the amount necessary. To that end, though, we are going to need to find a good spot to branch into here. I guess we'll do a 1x2 here, getting us across. There we go. And we just barely make it to the end portal by using that gap there. So we've now got another area that we can go through. Our pickaxe is basically broke, so... yeah. Honestly, you can keep the pickaxe. I don't need it. Got sea beets. Yeah, we pretty much got everything. Oh. Yuck. Alright, let's get our lantern back on. Considering we're gonna need light. Yeah, I gotta get night vision. I seriously need that. But, I intentionally... you know, got rid of it because I figured that'd be a bit too cheesy. Night vision is basically the overpowered, it's just a bit too overpowered. It is good for view quality, but that's to be expected. That's just, it's good for view quality at the bare minimum. I'm not gonna utilize it if I can help it. Yes, it does mean that we won't be able to see as good, but, I mean, prices have to be paid. Alright, but anyways, got a new backpack as a result of this, but, yeah, let's, set up some barrels. Obviously, we're gonna need, a few set up. Oh, you can actually put backpacks in there. Okay. Interesting. Let's turn that off for now, because that's a bit cheesy to do. Gather all these. Okay, that's 2 barrels. We need 2 more that we want to take. We'll take this one, and we'll take this one. Alright. That is 4 barrels that we can utilize. Obviously, we're going to need to upgrade them. To that end, we're going to need some more iron, most likely. Which is going to be a bit of a chore, but that's to be expected. We'll just set them up like so. And if I'm not mistaken, we have a stack upgrade here. That should be enough for one of the barrels. Obviously, we're going to have to upgrade them. Hi. Alright. Storage. We need to get some chests here. In fact, if we just make 4 dark oak chests like so, we should be able to make this quite easily. Alright, 2. Alright, 3. Alright. Yeah, now we just need to upgrade these. And that's the storage setup, essentially. Okay. Upgrade. Okay, at storage, we just need to make some iron to your upgrades. We could use copper to your upgrades to start us off. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just toss everything in here, huh? There we go. Okay, quickly just take this out. Favor doing that. There we go. Now I'll just minimize some storage there. There we go. Put that away. Grab that. Alright. Now we just need to... Let's see. Iron... Yeah, We're not getting much in the way of iron, are we? That's to be expected, though. I'm not too surprised. Okay, let's see. I guess we're gonna have to go on a mining trip in order to get the iron that we need. That's not too surprising, but we are gonna have to go for it, though. Alright, let's see. Added chaos damage, more non-crit damage, no. Take that cloud in the bottle, though. Swap over to the double jump, now that we're within a airy area. Here we go, we got some iron. That's actually good for us. That means we can make this work. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna take some coal. Okay, I'll take that out. There we go. And yeah, that's the copper all sorted. That's going to make a whole bunch. We should have enough to make the iron tier upgrades, and especially if we use the copper to bridge the gap, we will basically be good. Okay. Alright, we need a few more of those. Alright, that is 4 copper tier upgrades. That is 4 iron tier upgrades. 4 gold tier upgrades. And 4 diamond tier upgrades. This does mean that we've wasted all of our diamonds for the most part. But anything for the sake of storage is going to be good for us. So I'm not going to complain at results that will get us benefits. And from there, all we gotta do is just upgrade our storage. We're gonna use copper, obviously, to get the job done. Is what I would say if we had the storage. But we need more iron if we want to do more of those. So ultimately, comes down to inventory issues again. But nothing we can't fix in due time. Thankfully, our storage is going to be far more superior as a result of what we've been doing. So we'll be fine. Can't really complain considering our supply of inventory will handle the rest. So we're just going to deposit everything as needed. Okay, there we go. And this is the last tidbits. There we go. All done and over with. There we go. Alright, inventory has been effectively sorted. We've still got a little bit more to cover, obviously, up here, but we should be able to just grab that and sort that out really quick. There we go. Not sure what that noise was, but we'll just ignore it. Alright. Toss all of that into here. And there we go. All sorted and done. We've got a whole bunch of inventory sorted and set up and ready to go. And hey, we can actually see a little bit of what's going on here. Obviously, we're going to have to probably get rid of some of the help, I guess. But we don't have to, is the thing. At the very least, it's nice to just look out into the open, and it's really good. Alright. With that, though, we are going to need to go into the mines and grab more iron ore. So let's make ourselves a pickaxe. Yeah, we'll just make another diamond one. We just need some sticks. Easy peasy. Oh, we're actually out of diamonds. We do have enough for an iron pick, though, so we'll just use that. Alright, and with that, we just drop down, I guess. We'll have to make our way up, though, so we are going to grab a few blocks just to offset the issue. We'll use tough as a bracing item, I suppose. Should be enough. Here we go. Put stuff away for now. Okay. Oh, hey. Nightmare Stalker. God, I hate these kobolds. Not one thing, it's another. There we go. Kill those cockroaches while we can. Alright, let's see. Preferably, I don't want to deal with the kobolds. Those are going to be the most nefarious enemy to deal with. I could go underwater. Or I could just find another path to go. But most of this area seems to be lush cave. So either I go east, or I go north. I kind of want to go north, because that looks like it's promising. It's got a cave for a dungeon, but I think I've already been through these dungeons, so I don't want to go in another one, to be quite honest. Let's try going directly east, I guess. Well, we're going to need iron, so that's the most important thing. So, let's see. I guess we'll go south for now and get ourselves set. What I should have done is I should have brought, those lanterns, is what I should have done. That way I can, put it on and I can see a bit better. I guess for now, we can take off our shield so that way we can just see a bit better. Not ideal, but it'll do. We want to get to mining after all, so... Sight matters more in this instance, in particular. Make sure we've got the none quality here. Thing over here. Okay, we'll mine this. In fact, we'll mine down here in particular. There we go. Iron pickaxe reached epic in a matter of seconds. Dang. Insane. Triple drop chance, profession EXP bonus. Damn. All that from 5 diamonds. Insane. Wasn't exactly expecting that, but you know what? Triple drop chance is not bad. We're gonna need this, so I guess we'll grab the deep slate lapis lazuli. There we go. Hello. Exactly what we need, deep slate iron. And use deep slate gold as well. Never hurts to grab. Okay. See, what else is there? There's sure to be plenty to explore, so... Yeah, no, we just don't burn from magma blocks anymore, it seems. Interesting. I have no idea why that's the case. I don't think it's part of my origin, I don't think. I guess I'm just immune to burn now? An interesting development, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna bait the take. Five, okay, bait you. Seriously? You know what? No. We're not chasing you. Probably better for this. Or this way. That's a silver ring. Okay. Hello again. Okay. I just have to make sure, kobolds don't take... Seriously? An invisible one? It's a good thing I had 5 up. God, okay. Hate these guys. Come here. No idea why these guys are causing problems, but whatever. That is a bamboo loot chest, okay. We'll grab everything here. I do want to take this guy out. Him alone is going to be a problem. Okay, there we go. I'll make sure the cobbled deep slate is there. Dodge and dodge rating. We don't need dodge rating. We're going to need our shield, though. Okay. Here we go. More iron. Not a lot, but it's still something. Okay, no. There's nothing else here. I guess we go into the water. Here we go. Hey, deep plate iron ore. Or diamond ore, rather. Can't be bad. Okay, break these so that we can go down further. Yeah, nothing here. Okay, more down here. Alright, we're gonna mine this particular block here. Alright. Still need more iron, though. Well, hey, whatever. Diamond is equally as good. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, no, I'm not finding a good spot to just dip through and go across, huh? The woes of trying to find the right path. Ah, well. Okay, let's just break this deep slate gold. Okay. Yeah, no, it looks like most of the, or if not all of it, has been dried up, I believe. Hmm. I don't know, it seems like there's like a break here. Yeah, no. Oh well. I mean, there is lapis here, so I guess we can grab that real quick. Never hurts to grab. That's for sure. Here we go. I will grab the redstone here as well. Not bad. Over here. Oh, right, this is the hole here. I guess I want to dig here. And I want to specifically go for 1x2. Mine this bit here for now. And then we do this. Then we go under here. I wonder if there's a way to make it, like, go down. Hmm. I have no idea what those do. Okay, let's just do a 1x2 going down. See how that goes. It does lead to somewhere. That's for sure. I just gotta be careful here, because, once we go down, there's no going, back up. That's the thing. At least I can, dig down here and make it a little bit easier. Actually, couldn't I just... Yeah, I'll just do this, and then I can, go down with these. Okay, there we go. Done and done. And this gets us what we need. Okay, mine this, mine this. and we're good. Hello. Got him. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're gone. That is 3 kobolds that are looking to take my lunch money. Yeah, I just don't like the kobolds. I really don't. They suck. So much. I'm probably gonna go into the mod pack and delete those kobolds. I'll be real with you. As much as I'm fine with like the I'm fine with the kobold warriors, but those kobolds that steal your weapons, that just sucks. Especially when you lose where they go. There's no replacing your weapon if you lose it, right? So this sucks. Take that. Okay. Oh! You consumed my entire stack into one. You jerk. Okay. Not bad, not bad at all. Gold Scythe, looting 2, Skulk Smite 3. I guess that's meant for the Warden, Skulk Smite. Could be wrong, though. We're gonna activate this. You are a warrior. I'm fine with you. Okay. Not a fan of the poison, but that's to be expected. Let's see. Kobolds over here, apparently. A or multiple kobolds are. Here we go. We can go into here, buy a few skill points. There we go. Crafted shields get more armor. So if we make a new shield, we'll get some significant boons. Alright. Find this. Alright. Bone collar, we'll take you out. Oh, you fucker! Give it back. Give me back my scythe. Okay. God, I swear. Them kobolds. They're causing a ruckus. A ruckus, if you will. I'm never gonna get used to them. They're just so annoying. Yeah, I really should find a way to get rid of them. Okay. Hello? Okay. You. Okay, you can take those. I don't really care. We'll, do this spear. Okay. Well, I guess I could use, the Kobold Warrior Spears. But, that means, I'd be suffering a, offhand loss, so I'm gonna just use, Deep Slay to, hold as a means to just distract more than anything. Oh, hello. Oh god, hi. That's something. You can take this. Nice try. Okay, what's this? This is another pot. Yeah, it's items. Random assortments of goodies. Nothing that we'll probably need, but hey. Gotta gather what we can while we have it. Or while we got the chance to gather it, rather. Okay. Alright. Iron pickaxe reached level 71, not bad. How is our leveling? I guess we invest in strength, because we don't necessarily need the intelligence for it. Especially if we're going to be going Blood Mage, so... Class. We focus on lifesteal here, there we go. Then Shaman, we focus into Frost Totem, there we go. Level 4 Frost Totem. Gives us 24 cold damage. All we need to do now is get the Chaos damage set. There we go. Seems like we got Thunderers coming in. Not sure what they're doing, but you know, whatever. A lot of thunder coming in though. Okay, mine this. Alright. Overall, seems like we did quite well on the mining, at least. Although I'm not a fan of the kobolds in this territory, just in general. Yeah. I think next stream I'm going to get rid of the kobolds entirely. Or at the very least, I'll get rid of the ones that steal. I think that's one thing I'm definitely going to get rid of, though. As much as the kobolds are fun to interact with, and they cause a little ruckus, do a bit trolling, if you will. Just ain't my cup of tea. There's a difference between just fun and annoying. Oh, hi. Hey. Ow. Dang, poison too. We'll do this so that way we keep ourselves alive long enough to actually enjoy it. Thankfully, the power of healing overcomes. Oh, hi. Heading here. Oh, there's iron. Perfect. I'll never say no to an iron. Not bad. Does raise the question of where I go next. I guess we keep going along here. Probably going to want to start heading upwards if we can. Go. Yeah, I think it's high time we start heading up. We've only got so much durability on our pickaxe, because it is, of course, iron. An unenchanted iron, no less. So we can only benefit so much from it. Another rotten spellbook. I am tempted to see what sort of spells we can actually benefit from by going into iron spells and spellbooks. I am tempted to see. It won't scale with the well, I guess technically the armor would scale with the mod pack, but that's about it. Oh, hi. Thought somebody was there. Okay. Yeah, it's time we make our way up. As high as we possibly can go. Okay. That's another geode. You know what? You can have that. You can have that, you invisible kobolds. Go for it. You can have that little berry. Okay. Mine you. You. You got a bat. Hello, hello. The wind darkening. Okay. That is a, item. Hold on. That's gonna be interesting. This is a obsidian skull. The wearer becomes temporarily immune to fire damage when hurt by fire. We do not get hurt by fire, so it's practically useless. Crimson loot chest. No pressure plates or anything. Okay, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Okay, down to 5. Okay. Grab everything here. Alright, there we go. Put this away here as well. Don't really need... Well, I can't really use iron chest plates, so no point in getting that. Grab all that. Take the anvil, because I know for a fact that we can use it. Don't really know what this sugar is going to do for us, but it is still good all the same. Copper. Eh. I want to break that so that we can keep going. There we go. Hey, we're out into the open ocean. That's good enough for me. And we can just go over here to get back home, which is pretty nice. I suppose, technically, if we wanted to, we can just make, like, a breach out in the open for us to just go out whenever we want into the, abyss of the ocean. Like, we could just make a breach here and just, open it up with a pair of iron doors. I think, I talked about, doing that before. I just haven't actually enacted that plan. It's a thing. But hey, we managed to get out. Didn't even need to use the tuff to get the job done. Let's just get everything out, so that way we can pass it through the system. We should have gotten plenty of iron by doing that trip, so that's good. Probably throw in the heart crystals here. We'll do that in a moment. We don't really need the items, so we'll ditch this and this. There we go. We will go buy We'll go by item amount. We'll take out any of the low-tier ingredients here. We don't really need this. Don't need these. We're basically good on weaponry. We don't need bleed chance. Don't need more damage over time. Non-crit. Keep the added chaos. Leech magic shield is not something we use. The lightning damage can be useful. More ailment damage? No. More healing when low? Nah. Okay, we don't need this. Don't need this. Meteorite jewel. Meteorite jewel. Yeah, we'll leave those jewels for now. I'm sure we can use them later. Okay, we don't need this. Don't need this. This, and this. That's dodge. Mana regen. We don't use. Don't use magic shield. We can use the health regen. Block chance. We don't use block enough to warrant it. Don't need that. I don't need this. There we go. Just toss all those in there. And let's see. Alright, let's go into jewels here. No, I guess we want to go into spell hotbar here. We've got 20 points. We don't need dodge rating. We're going to go with the fire, cold, and lightning here. Can't equip the same jewel, so obviously the other one's going to go scrapped. Health regen is a good one. We'll keep that. I can't really use a weaker version of the jewel, so no point in using it. And I've got 35 more points, so for now... Is there any types of jewels I can use? I don't think there is currently. Go by item name. The rest of these we will recycle. Grab all these. Put them away. Go into here. Buy skill points. See. We can either increase our armor or go for something else. I think we're going to prioritize getting Colossus next. This is going to give us 0.1 attack damage per armor that we have. So that's going to be good. And we can actually increase our damage if we go for the shield thing. So if we have a shield in hand, we get more crits, we get more attack speed, more health, and we also get more percentage of damage, which is big. Yeah. We are going to need to make a enchanted helm and boots, if we can help it. But obviously, we need to make sure it's similar to the armor here. Okay, so helmets. So we've got a choice of anything that's 2 armor can be worn. So gold and chainmail seem to be the go-to. Iron can be worn? I don't think it can be. Iron specifically cannot be worn. Turtle shell. Do we have scoots? We have 3 of 5 scoots, so we can't make the turtle helm. We could go for a hazmat mask, a diving helm. A diving helm could help because it would allow for water breathing. But we need to get one, is the thing, so... a gingerbread helmet is also the same in that regard. A sombrero could work. But the spiritual guide sombrero specifically will not work. So a normal one would work. A fedora apparently might work. Novelty hats. Pillar rabbit ears. Okay. We need to take out a skeleton demodan. Or a skeleton demo man, rather. To get his hat. It is a 4.8% chance. Wandering Magician hood is easily made. Anything more than that will not work. Tarnished crown. Huh. The rot helmet is probably the best of the best, but we need to take out the Ferrous Rotnot if we want that. So we'd have to go on a hunt. The masks are probably the most useful. It's a problem. But the problem is, of course, they can't be crafted. But if we could get them, we could go with the Mask of Fury and get a Strength Mask, which could be pretty awesome. Soul Visage, though. Never breaks, though. And it would count as an armor piece that we could wear. We just need to find Soul Visage, which requires Umvuthi the Sunbird. Okay, so how do I find him? That's the question, huh? Geomancer beads is a helm, but we need to get it somehow. Forgotten hat. We've technically used this before. You need to kill Forgotten to get them. But getting this is useful, but its durability is so low that it doesn't really work. So yeah, no. Out of the two options, we're probably going to want to go with the Rot Helm, or we want to go for Soul Visage. We're probably going to go with the Rot Helm, though, because it does have an added effect, and it's a passive effect, no less. It prevents a knockback, I believe, so we're going to have to find the Ferrous Rotnot somehow. Let's see. Okay, so Mousy... Planting grass. Every half day, the baby foaleth will get hungry. Toss it any meat to feed it. The Axe of 1,000 Metals could also be pretty cool. It never breaks, which is good. Right-click to attack in a large arc, and shift right-click to slam into the ground to create a shockwave could be pretty cool. Pretty awesome. But, yeah, we're gonna need to find it. Yeah, I would use the Geomancer stuff, but yeah. So we got some objectives that we gotta do. Alright. Amphibian boot. I have no idea what that does, but I assume that helps us swim, which isn't really good. For chainmail boots, we've only got one armor value for them, so we've got to find armor values of 1 in order to wield them. Enables gliding by jumping out of water. We can't exactly do that. Let's see. We need boots that literally have 1 armor. And there really isn't any. Dang. The only special one is probably the flying fish boots, which is useless beyond that. So yeah, we're lacking in options. I really do need to change my origin. So let me actually see what I can do for that. Because I do know I can make this the Orb of Origin. But in order to make it, we are going to need a... We're obviously going to need Phantom Membranes. We're going to need the Eye of Ender and Gas Tears. We do not have the recipe for everything at all. We got a few Blaze Rods. We actually can actually make the Orb of Origin. We just need to get an Ender Pearl. We do have 1 Ender Pearl, so we do have a chance to actually reroll our Origin. So, you know what? Because we can, why not try? We've only got 1 chance at this, so whatever we get is what we get. So, yeah. This is going to be a random roll per usual. This is just how I roll. Just in case, I will take off my gear. And let's see where the gamble takes us. Alright, so as you can see, we can change our origin as we see fit. I am going to randomize this, so that way our origin has completely changed once again. If we get Golden Golem, I'm going to be shocked. But we'll have to see what we get. Random. Alright, as for the class we're going to go for, obviously we want to stick with Fighter, so at least that's what I'm thinking we go for. Let's see. Mining. Lumberjack, no. Cook, no. Blacksmith. It would give us small buffs, which wouldn't hurt, and efficient repairs wouldn't be bad, but at the same time, we can just go for, like, Warrior. Able to use each weapon to its fullest potential, you deal a bit more damage. Yeah, let's just go with Warrior. It's the staple. We can mine ores 10% faster. We could do random, but I don't want to do random for these in particular. Either we go with Resistance 1 with a Guard, which wouldn't hurt, or we go with Athlete. I'm going to go with Athlete because I have a weird feeling that we should probably increase our movement just in case we get something that forces us to be slow. Yes, Resistance 1 is awesome, but it's not going to be enough for the dangers in the future. We could also increase our damage with swords if we so desire. But no, I'm going to go with Athlete. Your ground movement is increased by 10%. It's just a staple. Okay. We are small-sized. Let us see what origin we got. I'm just trying to find, okay. Let me actually go into options just to see, my keybinds, just so I can figure out where my origin is. Let's see. But it seems like we're a small sort of race. I'm not sure what sort of race we are, but we are small. I know that for a fact. Here we go. Origins. It appears the origin tab is not listed, so we're just going to set that as L for convenience. We are a dwarf. Oh god, we can't swim? We're sun-sensitive to boot. They are practical, stocky, and prideful. They excel at mining and living underground, but struggle with the daylight. Rock and stone, brother. Well, you know what? That's perfectly fine. Dwarves are capable of mining stone without a pickaxe and mine anything faster than others. Okay. Dwarves are just short enough to fit into a 1 meter tall tunnel and almost as wide as one. Okay. Dwarves can focus to see clearly without needing any light source. We need to toggle it somehow. So I'll have to set that up, but this does mean we've got night vision, I do believe. Darkness Dweller. Direct sunlight will burn dwarven eyes, blinding them temporarily. Preventable with an enchantment or a gold helmet. Okay. Dense. Dwarves are extremely heavy for their size. They sink rapidly in water. Yeah, that's fine. And we've got Potent Brew. Dwarves are notorious for their powerful drinks, which would knock out someone twice their size. Activate to take a swig and fully restore health. Okay, so we got a insta-heal. And we've got the advantage of, yeah, we got an instant heal. We've got night vision. And aside from suffering from direct sunlight, which thankfully we don't have to worry about because we're underwater most of the time, we're good. But yeah, we're now a short and stocky dwarf as a result of these changes, which is perfectly fine by me. Not only that, but if we go here, we are a warrior, which allows us to block with less concern of a movement, which allows for more versatility. Our weapons are a bit more damaging, and we're just fast in general. So that's nice. So we've changed it to something that's far more practical, I would argue. And now that we don't have to worry about armor types, we can actually just make whatever we want for armor. That's good. So this is just going to make things a lot more convenient. We can actually choose something that has a high armor value. 3-3. We ideally want something stronger than 3-3. As for what we go for, Dark Metal seems to be the way to go. It's a 5-4-10. But we need to upgrade it from netherite, it seems. And we need dark metal armor plate and a smithing template, which requires Seeds of Chaos, dark metal ingots, and of course the smithing templates, which we can actually get from Fallen Chaos Knights, it seems. But I digress. Alternatively, there is the Warden helmet, which I think we actually fought a Warden. I think that was when we were in our earlier parts of the series. So we'd need to go to defeat the Warden another time and try and find a place where they spawn. But it looks like netherite is probably going to be the best upgrade for us. Next to the Ignitium. Or Ignitium? There's also the Bone Reptile Helmet, which requires Cataclysm, and Cobaltier Skull. There's a lot to go for, essentially. Hmm. 4, 5, 3, 6. Yeah, there's a number of options, but I think the Dark Metal Helm is probably what I'm going to go for. It seems easier than these other ones, but I digress. I am going to wrap up today's stream here. We've managed to do quite a bit for today. We've obviously changed race, so we are now no longer a Golden Golem goblin. We are now a Dwarven goblin. That's interesting. Next stream, we're going to figure out what armor set we're going to have to build in order to get the best attributes out of it. We'll obviously have to figure out how we're going to keep it upgraded, considering the mod pack constantly requires you to upgrade your gear. That is probably going to be one of the biggest chores, so we'll probably have to make better gear as time goes on and make sure we have a surplus of gear to help ourselves, but I digress. We are going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did, and I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.